Hello, and it is another thriller fiction Thursday with me, the author Michael Campling, where we are reading from my Devonshire crime thriller, Lawful Duty, soon to be relaunched with a new cover as part of the new launch of the second book in the series, a brand new, very sort of gritty extra version. Well, not gory, but it's a police procedural British thriller with lots of murder and clues and suspects and intrigue as the police try to find the killer. And that is called The Cutting, and it is up for pre-order on loads of stores, and it is now on sale direct, so you can, from me, so you don't have to wait for the pre-order, and it's going to be a little bit cheaper as well. So if you go to authormichaelcampling.com, which is all one word, you should be able to find it, navigate through ebooks, and then to the Devonshire crime thrillers. And there are only two books there, Lawful Duty and The Cutting, so you can see what you're getting into. And of course, you can buy them both from my store. But pressing on with this, quick throat clearing. I will do my reading recorded as live. So as before in lots of these episodes, I improve the quality of the audio, but I don't go along cutting out all the little mistakes. I just do it again, as if I was here sitting in your front room, not in a creepy stalker way, just, come round, pop round to have a cup of tea and read you a book. Okay. Chapter 7. In Exeter's Rougemont Gardens, Francis Clifford sat on a park bench and stared out over the rolling stretch of manicured lawn. When someone took a seat next to him, he didn't turn to look at them. He didn't need to. The man sitting next to him exuded a certain presence. Barry Lehman, Clifford thought. The name doesn't suit him. To Clifford, the name conjured a jolly shopkeeper or a friendly bus driver. Not that he'd say anything of that sort to Lehman's face. He'd seen what happened to people who didn't treat the man with proper respect. A nice afternoon, Lehman said. Hardly a cloud in sight. Yes, Clifford intoned, his gaze directed dead ahead. Not so nice for you, I suspect, Lehman replied. You wouldn't have called otherwise. True, but this problem is of a different nature. It's altogether more serious and more sensitive. I see. Lehman paused. Any complications will be reflected in the price, I'm afraid. That doesn't matter. Money is no object. I'll pay any price. Now, that is interesting. But I wonder if that's a promise you can afford to keep. I've heard whispers. Your business isn't quite what it once was. Clifford couldn't help himself. He risked a fleeting sideways glance. No, that's not true. Now, Francis. Lehman leaned sideways, his shoulder pressing against Clifford's. The closeness of the man turned Clifford's stomach, but he couldn't object. Lowering his voice to a throaty whisper, Lehman added, Let's not lie to each other, Francis. We'll never get anywhere unless we tell the truth. Clifford squared his shoulders, hoping Lehman would get the message and back off, but it didn't work. You're too close, Clifford muttered. You'll draw attention. From whom? There's no one around. I could slit your throat and walk away, and nobody would be any the wiser. Except for you and me, of course. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. Now, the truth, if you please. How's business? I've had a run of bad luck, Clifford admitted. There have been a few deals that didn't go as planned, but that's the way of the world. It's a cutthroat business. So's mine. Lehman chuckled darkly. But at least we're on the same page now. Lehman moved back, giving Clifford some room. Tell me, what appears to be the problem? It's all in here. Clifford pulled a folded envelope from his inside breast pocket and laid it on the bench between them. Lehman let out a hiss of exasperation. That's not how we do business, Francis. You don't hand things to me. This isn't a spy film. I don't have time to do it any other way. There's everything you need in there. I'll get up and walk away. After that, we'll make any arrangement you want. Clifford felt his temper flare. How badly he wanted to grab Lehman by the throat and shake some sense into him. But he settled for fixing the man with an angry glare. "Someone has my daughter, Barry. They have her, and Christ knows what they might do to her. She's 23, for God's sake." Sitting perfectly still in his pristine black overcoat, his legs crossed, and his hair immaculately arranged into a side parting, Lehman was apparently unmoved. His clean-shaven cheeks remained immobile, and behind his gleaming spectacles his dark eyes were devoid of emotion. "I'll get her back," Lehman stated. "But what about the perpetrators? What should I do with them?" "Make them pay. Make them suffer, then get rid of them. But they can't just disappear. I want them to be found. I want to send a message." "Risky. Costly, too." Clifford spoke slowly, emphasizing every word. "I don't care." "Understood." Lehman smiled. "Right, you'd better be off. Don't let me keep you." "Fine." Clifford rose stiffly and strode away. He didn't look back until he reached the gate that gave onto the street, and by then the bench was empty. Barry Lehman was nowhere in sight. It was as if he'd simply vanished. Ooh, so you're meeting Barry Lehman, I love Barry Lehman. He's a great character. It's a very short chapter, but I'm a bit pushed for time today, so I am going to leave you in suspense about what is going to happen next, I'm afraid. So if you want to find out what happens, tune in next time, wherever you get your podcasts, or on Substack at authormichaelcampling.substack.com. Author Michael Campling is all one word. If you want to read along or read ahead, Lawful Duty is available on my store at authormichaelcampling.com, along with the sequel, The Cutting, which is an even darker tale, and lots to get excited about if you like a good old British crime thriller. And that one is set in 1993, the year after Lawful Duty, which is 1992. So it makes life fun because it's not all just CCTV and mobile phone and tracking people's computers and stuff, which we've all read a lot of, I'm sure, and seen a lot of on TV and films. And it sort of starts to get, so it sort of beggars belief, a lot of it. So, going back to good old-fashioned policing, I hope that's something you will enjoy. So I will sign off there, short and sweet. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting on wherever you're watching and or listening on your Substack, on YouTube, on your podcast app, all those places. All very much appreciated. And if I get lots of support and lots of engagement on those platforms, I will keep doing these recordings, because they do take a while, which is why I'm cutting it short today, because people have lives too, and they have to eat and do inconvenient things like that. But so that's why support is really, really important and valuable, because it encourages me to keep going. And I'll make time for it. If people want it, I'll make more time. Okay. Next time will be a longer chapter. Okay, happy reading. Take care. Look after yourselves, and don't sit on any park benches next to any mysterious people who might turn out to be sort of ruthless fixers. Okay, bye for now.